um touch base on what I'm talking about, okay? When it comes to this doesn't have to just be for initial dating, it could be for other dating as well, like or marriage, any relationship, period, that you wanna have your partner be fully transparent about. Um, I think that it's important for us to be clear about our social media expectations so that we're both comfortable. And you could let your person know the same thing. And you can say some things like you can ask the person how they usually approach social media when you're in a relationship. If you know, you can suggest that you think transparency helps to build a solid foundation, or you can just let them know that it's important to you to have clarity about what's comfortable and what's not, because that can definitely help to avoid any misunderstandings later on. All right, it's a significant part of modern relationships, and addressing that before you start dating somebody can prevent a lot of issues from arising. I'm telling you. And when both people are open and transparent about that from the very start, it creates a relationship dynamic that's grounded in mutual respect. All right, gives you a sense of security, and there's clear communication there about how you guys will interact moving forward. So I think that full transparency before you're dating, it prevents any misunderstandings. That's one of the biggest places that we get misunderstandings from. Oh, I saw you talking to so and so on social media. All right, you know what I mean? Like, if you have a set, um, first of all, if you have a conversation about what you guys, how you both feel about it, some people don't give a dang about it at all, and some people do. If you care about that sort of thing, like you want to see who your man or who your woman might be interacting with, like what kind of men or what kind of women or what kind of, like, some people want to see that. There's nothing wrong with that. And when you, especially, I think, especially, not especially, not really especially, but when you're in a dating world and you're literally not when you just want to snoop around at people's shit and you don't even know who the hell they are. I'm not even talking about that level of actual look. I'm talking about having that conversation with, plain and simple. So, do you drink? Do you smoke? Do you do dry? Whatever other questions you want to ask your children. All right. So, do you interact on social media? Do you have any social media platform? Like, how do you interact with it? Like, do you see that? Do you think that there's a problem with people that follow individuals that they don't know, or people that are following like 1,000 different women and they're all naked and they're clicking heart? Like, do you think that those are things that are fairly taken into consideration in a relationship? Like, if that's important to you and the person that you're trying to talk with says no, they don't want nobody checking their shit, or they're not changing how they like interact on social, you might want to take a second look and like, yo, nah, I'm not having no dude that got mad different women on his social media. I'm just not doing that. I'm not saying you're a bad person at all. Not saying that at all. I'm saying that when you get to that point though with a person and you're trying to make a decision as to whether or not you want to be with them, you should be able to take a look at what type of things they do when they're entangled. If they're just looking at like sports games and blah blah blah, and like companies and different stores, like whatever, just normal shit. Who cares? But if they're sitting there following all these groups with nakedwomen.com and whatever, I don't know. It happens. It's real. Like, and sometimes you don't know when you're not paying attention, or you're just going along, like, because shit shouldn't be fucked up. But once, sometimes you don't find out until later on down the road. Like, damn, that's why this motherfucker keep disappearing to the bathroom every fucking 2 hours. That's why he jumps and runs to get it. Like, come on, man, just knock it off from the very beginning. Just like have that conversation. Even if you're not in the very beginning stage of a relationship, like you should definitely, if you feel that way, if you feel like, yo, I want to just make sure, because so and so said that you be liking you know, Michelle's pictures for the last 2 years, and like you be liking all the pictures that she be posting, like, but you don't like none of my. Like, just get the shit out the way. If you don't want to be with somebody that's following a million women for no reason, then you don't have to be that type of person. If you don't want to be that type of person that your woman is following mad different dudes that got their dick prints. It's not about like sports. You might like sports. You might, I'm not talking about that. Let's just stop acting like you have no idea. Like, if this is the person that's the gaslighter, listen to this shit. Don't act like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I'm making it. I'm not even trying to be complicated. I'm just saying simple things. Like, it's just one of those things that people don't want to talk about because they want to be able to continue to be codependent and keep that person in the dark about all them fucking people, because that gives them some sort of comfort. Like, oh, I got this part. Like, I can still look at this and I can still look and I can still interact. No. Teach the motherfuckers not to even interact or learn how to handle things in their own relationship, because you got such a quick. Let me just click this, click that, see what the so and so is. The next thing you know, you're reaching out. No, man, I'm not trying to be involved with nobody that wants to be having access to other individuals on that type of level. Like, I'm not doing that anyway.